Good morning on this Odin's Day. I'm going to be drawing my first rune for my new sort of progress steps on my journey. I just want to have a little bit of a additional preamble before I get on with it. Now, this is my bag of runes. I've had them for a long time. They came in part with this book here, which, as you can see, it's been sun stained a little bit from storage or being on bookshelves, and generally been there as something to look into at some point, because I actually got this book and the runes that came with it when I was about 17 or 18. I mean, it was so long ago. I mean, I've had these for 30 years, and initially I got them because they were cool and I had interests in, I suppose, the arcane, the supernatural, the new age, if you like, movement. And I think that's to some extent why I've been a little bit hesitant to really go into runes thus far since committing to Asatru, to committing to my faith in the Asir. I don't want, I don't know, a little bit of self-judgment, or perhaps taking into consideration how I may appear to other people. I don't know. It's, I don't know, something for me to analyse as I go through this. Now, my wife has made a suggestion to me yesterday, which I'm going to take on board, which, as I draw the rune, I'm not going to look it up. There's a couple I know, there's a lot I don't. I mean, I'm really going at this from as neutral a platform as possible to some degree. I'm going to draw the rune, I'm going to show it to you as I draw it, and then I'm going to keep the rune on me for the week. What I'm going to do at night, I'm not quite sure yet. I'll probably just maybe put it under my pillow when I go to sleep. I'm not going to sort of connect to it on a power level immediately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have it with me, and then maybe tomorrow, depending on how tomorrow goes, because I'm travelling up to York, maybe Friday I'll take some time to meditate and attach myself to that rune a bit more directly, and then really just sort of continue to, I don't know, make some comments or record some details of what happens until next Wednesday, next Odin's Day, when I will move on to the second rune. So this is going to be all about drawing the first rune, a little bit of history from my runes. I mean, that's going to be one of the books I'll probably look at towards the end of this first week. I've got another couple of books that I can look at, because I'm a firm believer on being as open-minded as possible and looking at multiple sources for suggestions into research and knowledge on the subject. That's why, really, with stuff that I've done, readings I've done of the Poetic Edda, I'm as driven by a curiosity as much as anything else to see how different translations differ and how people have chosen to translate it, as a way of challenging myself into accepting what are the stories being told and how we deal with them. This is obviously taking into account such things as how how we treat the stories being told in the Poetic Edda. This is going in a different direction. I mean, it's obviously, with yesterday's video introducing what I'm doing, it was important to quote that section of the Havamal where Odin picks up the runes and that, and that's Odin's journey. I feel it's important to say I don't think that I am comparable in any way to Odin. I am not Odin. I'm not an Aesir. I'm just a human being that's exploring my path. And I don't know where it's going, but I believe in doing things earnestly and seeing what happens. Obviously, a lot of this is going to be, this is my personal gnosis. It's my experiences, and obviously I'm sharing them. And some people can agree with it, some people will disagree with it, some people might go, we can't take any of that as anything we can use of note because it's not relevant to us. There's nothing wrong with any of that whatsoever. It is, I suppose, in principle, one of the important things of the faith and practices and a person's journey is that it is your journey, and how much work you put into it is up to you, and your experiences, they define you. Other people do not define you. You define yourself, and progress from there. And obviously there's a certain amount of fate, weird, destiny. And that's one of the things I'm serving by the fact that I'll be drawing the rune randomly. When I draw the next rune, the rune that's already been drawn won't be in this bag. I will be storing these in a personal place until I've drawn them all, really. As a note, I haven't checked in here, and I can't be certain, I'm not going to know till a long time down the line, that I think one might be missing, and I'm accepting that as a part of fate as well. I'm not certain that one is missing, but there might be. And whatever one that is, I'm not going to find out till I pull out the last rune from this bag. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not treating this lightheartedly. This is a personal path that I'm treating with a certain amount of serious endeavour and precaution. If you've watched the other videos in this series, you'll know that I do treat these things seriously. I am very concerned with sort of personal defense and outside influences, negative energies and spirits. So as an undertaking, I'm not doing this lightly, but it's my journey and this is the moment I am in. So I've probably waffled on enough, so I'll give this a shake. Open it up, it's a little bit musty. So good. Let's reach in. Let's see what we get. And oh, okay. That's not the one I thought it was going to be, but let's get it into focus. Obviously, I'll probably take a screenshot of this as well, just to head to the side there. And this is now going to be with me for the week, and we'll see where we go and what happens. So if you've watched this, just put that on there, close the bag. I'll be opening this up next Wednesday to draw the next rune. So yeah, that's this video for now. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers. I'll see you soon. There will be some videos following the next few days of me and Jade, the kindred, the Wanderers kindred. We first sort of get together again since Grimnir's Moot, as well as being at a Sartre UK event. So there'll be some other videos, and I hope you join me. Cheers. Bye.